That's the first cast of the morning. I got one already. Right on that buoy. Right on that buoy line right there. Wow. I hope it's not a first cast Jinx. It's actually a pretty good fisher. Right on. Wow. First fish in the morning. Not a legal bass, but it's, man, look at how chunky that dude is. That dude is fat, man. Okay, that's probably about 12 and 3/4. All right, but that is the first fish of the morning, and the skunk is off. Let's go. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm AT from AT Fishing, and that is the first fish of the morning. First cast of the morning. I haven't even left the beach area. I usually try and make the first cast to, you know, not get that first cast jinx, but here we go again. That's actually 2 trips in a row that's happened. So anyways, though, I'm back here in Marina Del Rey. It's been probably about 3 months since I've been out here. I've been fishing Newport, I've been fishing Huntington Harbor, and I haven't been here actually since I had that incident with that soy boy, Doc Karen. I'll put a link to that video at the end of this video, and you have to check that out because that's pretty hilarious. Anyways, though, I'm back here. I'm gonna give it a go today. I am launching to an outgoing tide for about another hour or so, until about 6:30 or so. It's about 5:40, something like that, so probably another half an hour, and then I will be fishing the incoming tide for the rest of the morning. So the game plan today is to motor out to the end of the basin. I'm gonna hit a couple of spots on the way just to see what the bite is like, and then basically work my way back. I'm just gonna stay in this basin today. So anyways, stay tuned. Let's see how the rest of the day goes. It is on that new submission jigs. I don't remember what it's called, but hooks are sticky. That's that new submission jigs. I don't remember what it's called. Anyways, I'm trying it out for the first time. So it's a pretty nice one, pretty chunky one. It's gonna be a legal bass, but it's gonna be pretty close. It's measurable, anyways. Actually, that is 14. Just touches the 14. Barely. Wisp of the tail. Alright, so that is the second fish of the day and the first legal bass of the day. So, let's keep her going. That's a good one right there, and that is on the warbler. I've been pitching it to the pilings, and I've been getting nailed, but I haven't been hooking them. So this one, goodness, this is probably a legal bass right here. It's pretty close. That is, again, it's on the war blade. And, man, that is a chunky fish right there. It's probably pretty close to legal, if not legal. There's another 14-incher right there, man. That's another legal bass. That is another legal bass right there. Right at 14. Alright. So I've only caught 3 fish, but 2 of them are legals, so. Alright, see you later, sweetheart. Little guy. Little tiny guy. Little tiny guy, about 10 inches. Oh, that's another one. Decent sized one. I just forgot that these guys pull hard here. Mullex flip tail. Little guy. About 12 inches or so. Good one. Looks like a good one there. Oh yeah, that's a big spotty there. That's a good spotty right there. That's a legal spotty for sure. So I haven't caught a whole lot, maybe 6, 7 fish total. But I have a few legals to I have 2 legals to show for it. That is on the war blade again. That is a legal spotty for sure, man. That is 14, a little bit over 14. That is 14 again. Just touching the 14. That's another good one. Fat dude. See ya. Like I said, I haven't caught a whole bunch of them, but I've got some pretty good ones. I've got 3 legals so far, and one at about 12 3/4 or something like that, and like 3 dinks. So let's keep her going. My time is almost up, so we're probably gonna hit a few more of these docks, and then we're gonna call it a day. So anyways, let's keep her going. Little guy. Again on the warblade. It's been a ticket today, man. That should be a legal spot right there. It's pretty close. Just short. 13 3/4. But it's another measurable fish. Actually 13 3/4. Oh, see ya. Alright guys, so I'm gonna call it a day right there. It was a pretty slow day. I did end up with I think it was a 3 or 4 legal bass and a handful of shorts. Probably maybe 7, 8 fish altogether probably. Anyways though, but I mean overall it was actually relatively slow. But my first inclination this morning was to go to Newport, but because it's a Wednesday and a lot of the streets over there have street sweeping, so it's just hard to find parking on Wednesdays. But so I decided to come here, give it a shot. Hadn't been here in like about 3 months, like I said at the beginning. So I gave it a shot. I did pull on some fish, so that's always a good thing. So anyways, thank you for coming along again. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, tight lines.